What is up, guys? Sorry, it's been a while since I made a video, but here we are, we're back at it. So what's been going on this last week and a half or so? The markets have been taking some pretty big hits. A lot of stocks are on earnings, they're just tanking, even on really good earnings. Stocks like Nvidia tanking, not too terrible, but stocks like Nvidia tanking, Amazon, Google, Microsoft didn't tank, but it just had a little bit of a bad day on earnings day. What else? There were a lot of companies. It was company EDU, Pacey, NTRI was really shocking. It opened up 10% up or more maybe in the morning, and it went up, and then it came down 20%. It went from a peak of $65 to a low of $50 or something. That is a huge difference. That was a big shock for me. I didn't expect that. I thought, I sold out and was like, man, that was probably a mistake. There's no way it's gonna go down it opened up so high, it's not gonna go down past minus $1, and then in the next days or so it's gonna come back up. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have sold, and holy cow, it went down $15 or something. It was insane. Anyway, my point here is the markets are under a lot of heavy distribution, which basically means and I'm saying this for the Nasdaq mostly, smaller companies, these growth stocks. I've seen a lot of poor price movement, stocks that are doing really well financially, reporting better earnings and crushing it, are still doing poor in their stock price. The only two stocks that I was watching heavily and really had positive price movement in the last 2 weeks are ATHM and Arista Networks. There have been other stocks, of course, that I've seen that have done really well, like Netflix and whatnot, but I'm talking just the last week and a half or two. Those are the two that really made some big moves and good moves. While generally I'm seeing a lot of companies in the internet or internet software and services like Facebook and this Chinese company NTES and Weibo, they're kind of suffering a little bit. They're off their tops. Facebook has been holding up much better than the others, so this is where the quality picks come in. A stock if you guys have watched a stock like NetEase, man, that stock is a valuable stock. It was up to $330 at its peak, and right now it's at $270, so it's come down pretty hard. It's just not looking good for a lot of picks right now. I'm hoping the times are gonna change. Today, Friday, was a really good day in the market. They for the Nasdaq, it popped back up a lot. But yesterday, on Thursday, August 10th, the markets were terrible. Minus 2 something percent. So, and the days before this have just been pretty tough. Lots of selling has happening. We're gonna see if there's gonna be a turnaround. I don't expect to crash, but who really is ready for that? I would be shocked. Okay, I would lose a lot of money. So would a lot of people, I'm sure, but I'm not expecting to crash. But right now I'm seeing a lot of heavy distribution, and it's just looking tough right now to make good plays. You have to be really careful on your picks. I would say if you've been forced out of a few picks and you're in some cash, hold on to your cash. Don't throw it into an investment just yet. I got kicked out of Nvidia with how poorly it did in the past couple days. I have kind of rules I live by, and when I buy and sell, and I got kicked out of Nvidia based on how I play the markets usually. Not completely kicked out though, just to where I thought there was another buy point established. That buy point failed, obviously. So, you win some, you lose some though. Nothing's gonna be perfect all the time. But be careful. If you've been kicked out of a few stocks, if you're losing big on a few stocks, maybe don't put that cash into a new investment just yet. That would be my recommendation. That's what I'm doing. I got kicked out, I'm keeping this cash. We're gonna see how the markets play out. If the markets come up to new highs again, you don't have to think that you've missed out. If they've approached new highs, that's usually a really good time to invest. As the markets approach those new highs, it's showing itself as healthier and healthier. And if you jump in right when it's approaching those new highs from some correction, a lot of times, if you just go back and look at the market, when it hits a new high, a lot of times it takes off. So if you can get in at a good time, that's a lot better than just jumping in on a guess. So keep your money safe. That's the update for like this week and a half. Be careful, guys. This is not the earning call of July or whatever last earning call was in May, I believe. The earning calls that happened in May where every single stock just took off and was a rocket ship, and like the really good picks were like plus 35% in a day. This is not that earning call. This is the earning call where you're lucky to be positive, I think. And these are the earning calls that they've been tough. Companies like Walker and Dunlop just doing great, and the stock price tanking. So it's been tough this past week and a half. We'll see how the markets continue, and stay safe. Keep your money safe, especially. This is not a game. It's your cash. Peace out, guys. I'll see you next time.